Meike? Meike? I think it's images.
Yes.
Yeah. So I just wanted to.
Yes.
Yeah, I just wanted to.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you.
I can't really. You're breaking up, so I can't really hear you.
Is it better now?
That's good.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to also ask how you are. I don't know. Huh? Just felt like. Not sure. Is the sound working now?
I could not understand a word. Yes, that I could understand.
Okay.
It's breaking up, it's getting in and out. I don't know if, is it only on my side or how is it? You could also not hear?
So I think it's my internet. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's working now?
Yep. Now
great.
it's working.
So I wanted to ask you how.
It's in and out anyway.
I wanted to check in with you how you are.
I'm really well, especially in this moment. Haven't been better ever.
Yeah, exactly. It took a little bit to get it. Yeah.
So happy to see you all, my most beautiful friends from all over the world. I'm very, very grateful. Very grateful to see you all and to have you all in my life. And to be able to share with you my innermost, and that you are interested in the same. Oh man, how lucky can one be? Having been today also very, very strongly with one of our Sangha friends, and most of you maybe have read about Hannelore, who from Hamburg, who left her body today. She had a stroke a few days ago and was on machines, but she asked beforehand that if something like that would happen to her, that they wouldn't keep her alive. And yeah, she feels really good, but it's been, yeah, Isaac and I, we both have been with that process, and I know lots of you too. So have seen Hannelore today a lot. I love the Sangha for that. I really love the Sangha for that. Did that answer your question, Eva? Thanks for asking. Yeah. You're well too? Mm.
Not sure if the sound works now.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. I really also feel very, also very grateful.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy that I will see you also in person. That it's really coming.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that too.
Me too. Thank you for asking also. Now I feel also very happy. I feel also very blessed. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
Hi, Meike.
Hey. Really nice to see both of you there.
Yeah, good to see you
Hey,
also.
Sylvie.
Yes.
Mm.
Um, I just wanted to rest with you a little, and I wanted to ask if you also going to do any retreats or something
In Europe.
in Europe.
You know, there is no plan right now, but I have a sense that that is going to happen soon.
Okay.
I have a sense next year will be more traveling, but right now I'm just here, and the only plan I am having is going to Western Australia and to Melbourne.
Okay. Yeah.
But I'm having a feeling I'm coming soon.
Okay.
Especially, you know, if you want to have me, I would love to. We will see how it moves.
Yeah.
Mm. It's you know how it is. Sometimes you have a clear vision and it's all already in place, and I don't have that yet.
Okay.
So I'm very patient, and yeah, we'll see where it goes and what it wants.
Yeah.
Mm. But I would love to hang out with always, those of you that want to hang out with me. I would love that.
Yeah.
Mm. It's very, very sweet hanging with you, Sylvie.
Thank you.
Mm. So easy, huh? There's just nothing in the way. I don't feel anything in the way. It's just, wow, beautiful flow.
Yeah. I feel very empty.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm. I feel very full.
Yeah. Yes, empty and full.
Yeah, it fits, huh? Empty
Yeah.
and full, of course.
Yeah.
Perfect combination.
Yeah. I've maybe a little question about. Can you hear me? Very good. Yes. Okay.
Yes, very good.
Okay. I have a question about complete surrendering. Can I call it that way?
Mm.
Last year there was an experience that I saw. I saw emptiness suddenly, and I had the feeling at that moment, am I going to surrender it or not? And there was so much fear for it, so I didn't do it. And I don't, can you maybe tell a little bit about the complete surrendering?
Mm. Mm. It's, you know, it seems like that there's somebody that could do it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's a little trap, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. You know, it happens or it doesn't. What's beautiful actually is that there's a seeing or a noticing of all of, you know, of all those little movements. And that's what I heard you describe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, if the system goes into a fear response, of course, it will not go there because it doesn't make sense to itself. Surrender is something that is just, oh, it's like leaning back in, you know, but by itself, isn't it? It's just, oh, that's surrender you can't do. If there's any push into, or any idea into surrender, it does not go that way, isn't it? It's just after you maybe can say, oh, there was this surrender happening. It's just, oh, would just lean into itself. But introduce an idea of anything and it strikes. It's like a donkey. You can beat it and beat it and beat it, but it will not move. So I'm just always grateful for every tiny bit that is noticed. That's the surrender for me. That's the when it doesn't have to go anywhere. When it is just okay the way it is. No idea of how it should be, how it could be. And there's a magic that comes with that, at least in my system, because then it's then it can take the next breath freely. Because it has no clue how it should be or how it could, you know, it just doesn't, it's like, it's just like this. Fear or not fear, whatever emotion, whatever sensation, doesn't matter. No preference whatsoever.
Yeah. Yeah,
Just the way it is.
My system is responding. My system is responding to your answer.
Oh, beautiful.
But, I felt such a strong, I almost had to cry, deep yearning for it. And at the same time, so much fear.
Yeah.
So it's very intense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. You know, it's such a trap that it could be a certain way. Huh?
Yeah.
I mean, it sneaks in, you know, you read books or you hear people that explore also the way we do. And it's so quick that you get a sense of it could be a certain way, that you could land somewhere, and then it's a trap, at least in my experience. It's a trap. We just have no clue whatsoever. It's just grace when we notice and hands off. Hands off whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
Sadness comes, yearning comes. I mean, just whatever it is that comes, it's okay. Yes, I see. Eyes and hands off. But even that you can't do. It's just lucky when it happens, isn't it? I mean, I don't know how it's in your experience. That's how it's here.
Yeah.
And not having a clue where it goes next. Never having a clue. Just, maybe lucky that you meet like-minded beings like we are here together, and when it's tricky, that we can hold hands, snuggle up sometimes, because it's maybe a bit too much or not, but that at least that our beings, our bodies get a sense of not being all alone all the time. Because it's a trip, this journey, isn't it? It's a trip.
Yeah.
It takes us where it wants to. We have no say in it. And there we are. So, whoa. Swallows us alive and spits us out alive, and up and down, and then quiet. And then you think, now I've got it, huh? Now, this is surrender. And boops, it comes through the back door. So I'm just so grateful to have like-minded beings, humans, whatever we are, that we can hold hands in all of it. We're all in the same boat. Nobody has a clue ever. Or, it seems like sometimes, those, I mean, when I look back years ago, I thought, those people have written books and meditated forever, and all those things. But the truth is, yes, yeah, and still, yeah. But in the end, nobody can tell you anything. Maybe can reach out a hand and let's walk together this journey. And that's the biggest gift, at least in my experience, that finally, I don't have to pretend anything anymore. Maybe that is surrender, I'm not sure, but also that comes by itself. I don't know anything. I don't know better or worse. I'm just here. I'm just here. And more and more showing up for what life is presenting. So, and walk together. Sometimes by myself and sometimes with somebody on my hands. Because it is a journey, this one here. And I mean, we've been everywhere. We know everything. Nothing ever happened at the same time. And then there's disappearance. It's like, wow. And it feels real. It feels solid. And we know on another level, nothing ever happened. Just patterns doing their thing, doing their dance. We see clearly. I know you've been everywhere. You know it. I know that. You know that. And I know that you know that I know. And Jeroen also. I mean, we all know that we don't have a clue. And here we are showing up for each other. Again and again. As raw as we can. Naked. No clue for how long we will take the next breath together. And just having Hannelore around again. Wow. I feel her so strongly in my heart. The whole week already, I didn't even know. All of a sudden she was there. Wow. Mm. And then this body just crumbles away, huh? Mm. And thing seems untouched. Mm. It's a journey, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I
And then
love my
it's,
journey. I love
say
my
again.
journey. I love my journey.
Yeah, how lucky you. And you don't know how it's next moment, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, man, I didn't sign up for this. Yeah. It's so lucky when we can say that I love my
Yeah.
journey, isn't it? Yeah. Mm. Mm. Yeah, and then in the end, it's just always self speaking to self, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know that Isaac says, if you say "I love you," against who are you saying it? But I do love you. I feel that I love you.
Me too. I do the same. I tease him. I tease him
Yeah.
every day. Say, I love you.
Yeah.
I love you too, Sylvie, with all my
Thank
heart.
you.
I love you so much. Mm. And you know, I can say it to you like I love you because I know you know. And I know it doesn't get confused.
Yeah.
Because that's the other thing, you know, with it can get so confused if I don't want to go any further, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so beautiful that we can say it to each other. Because we know each other so, so deeply. There's just, yeah. Oh, I love you.
Love you too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Meike.
Oh, thank you, Sylvie. Thank you.
Hello, Meike.
Hey, Therese.
Hi. I would like to ask some support, Meike, in being with the stress that I sense in daily life, and it you just spoke about just being with things, and that is what I try, not to change it or not to struggle with it. But but my question is, if you would like to be with me in it, because I do struggle in a way with it,
With pleasure.
and it has mainly to do with stress in my life, in my work.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like I am looking here and looking there to change things or to quit it. Yeah.
Yeah. There comes the breath.
Mm.
Mm.
there is in it not knowing what to do, and feeling feeling like a big desire to end.
Oh, which makes sense, huh?
Mm.
I mean, which system likes to have stress, ongoing stress? Oh, especially if you have seen deeply where it comes from, how it works, how it sets itself up, and if you have experienced peace. I mean, who would go freely into stress? Huh? Yeah, I think it's very healthy that it wants to end it.
I think I'm not completely sure if I see it completely where the root is.
Mm. Mm.
There is like a burdening of myself, and also being attached to it.
Mm-hmm. So when you say myself,
Mm-hmm.
you mean the body. Is that
Yeah.
true? The body
Yes.
mind.
Yes.
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 Yeah. Yeah. That's, most of us refer to as myself. But there comes already separation in, doesn't it? If we believe that we are the body mind, it's separate in itself, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah. So how is it, because I know you also know how it feels when the body mind feels connected.
When there's connection, there's more flow and easiness.
Yeah. Yeah. And then when it kind of goes into by itself, into the sense of separation, that's stressful, isn't it?
Yes, then it's like yeah.
You're on your own.
Yes, it's like it's like this. It's
yeah, it's like this.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's for all of us like that, Therese. Just so that you know. For all of these body systems, the moment they go into survival mode, for whatever reason, they feel separate, and it is stressful. It is stressful, and it is on automatic.
And I guess that's the right word you use, the survival mode.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there is, we've been exploring since years now. And oh man, I just see how much all of our systems have learned to see when it goes into survival mode, and to be as gentle as possible with that, and to even start to learn how to regulate in a different way, so that we don't have to hang out in that stress mode all the time. but it's a, even that is a journey. I mean, we come together again and again and explore again and again, and every time life itself, in a way, through us, learns just a tiny bit of and next moment it doesn't go so quickly into that stress mode. But it is a journey. And if there's a practice, it's that, but I'm using that word because it stretches our system. It's like when you want to learn to play the piano, at first, to come from C to C is like you got to stretch your fingers in a way, and it can hurt even at first. So the pathways of going into survival mode, they have been laid out, centuries ago. I don't know when, that's where our systems come from. It was all survival based. It's just relaxed or in survival mode, running, fighting, or even collapsing. Now for human beings, it's been a trip. Human beings are very complex. More complex than most other animals.
So I don't have to be discouraged that it's... And I'm not the only one I'm not the only one with stress.
You want to see, can you just, our friends, could you just raise your hands if you know stress in your... See, we all in the same boat. Thank you for showing up. We're all in the same boat. And there again, when Sylvia and I was talking, just the luck or the grace that we can reach out to each other and hold hands in there. It's like, whoa, my system is just doing all these funny things. Can you hold my hand here? Because you know everything, Therese. You know it all.
I think it is the thing of the feeling alone in it and the struggle, and then being here. It's like from my stuff, it's like it can go like this, like again. Yeah. It is the connection I sense now.
Yes. Oh, that's the sweetest, isn't it? It's like, yes. Yes, I feel you, I see you, I know you.
And you know stress. And you know stress.
Everything. Everything. It's the same system. It's the same system. Made from the same stuff. It knows stress, it knows fight, it knows flight, it knows collapse, it knows everything. And it knows also the agony of that. It knows how terrible it feels. Oh, it wants to hide in those moments. It doesn't want to show up. But at the same time, it's longing for being held.
Yeah. Yeah.
It wants to come home to itself again. It wants to come into connection with itself. It so longs for that. So that it can take the next breath in peace together.
I feel supported, Meike.
Oh, and
Yeah,
I love
it's like
you.
for the next week I let it come, something like that, because yeah. Thank you
You're so welcome.
for your answer.
Thank you for your answer. Mwah.
Thank you.
Meike?
Yes. Where did that come from?
Marina.
Marina, there you are. Hey. Hmm.
Yeah, I when Sylvie was talking about surrendering, I sort of started to feel really panicky, and it's still here.
Yeah.
I can't see you. I don't know where you've gone.
Do you have in the right top corner?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. All right, you're back. Yeah. 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 So it's still here. I can feel it's panicky, you know, feeling like not quite enough breath. So.
Yeah. I'm breathing for you.
Keep disappearing.
Oh.
See Ava.
You see Ava? There she is.
Yeah.
It's okay, Marina?
I can see you now. I can see me. So anyway.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I don't know how it is on your screen. I have in the right top corner, I have a gallery view. Do you have that?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you click on there, you have everybody.
Yeah.
And if you, then the same spot is speaker view. If you click on there, you should get me and yeah.
Yeah, it's just I see me in the corner now. But anyway.
Yes, exactly. You see you in the corner and me big.
That's normal. All right.
Yeah, I have you big and me small too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Ah, there we got both. A big breath. It's so good to be together, isn't it? It's the best, isn't it?
This feels like so much. There's grief underneath, you know.
Yeah.
The fear.
Yeah. Yeah. Sensation. Yeah. Movements. I mean, phew. Yeah. And you've had worse. I know that. Yeah. This is nothing for you.
Just a little wave.
Yes, just a little wave. Yeah.
It's like one of those roller coasters, you know.
Yeah, you go, oh, that's very steep up the hill, and you hold tight. You know, soon it's coming, soon. And you pay for it normally, you know. You go,
Yeah.
you do.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
So that panicky feeling is just in that holding on, you know, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, yes, yeah.
Feel it in here. It's like, oh, here we go. Breathing.
Breathing, yeah. It's true. And it does it by itself, huh?
Yeah,
As
yeah.
there is just as no control. It just comes like that, out of the blue. Like we
Yeah.
spoke to, you know, one moment, I love my life, I love my journey. And, you know, next moment, out of the blue, like, whoa, what is this?
Yeah, yeah. I've had a lot of that around the, you know, that, well, it's surrendering. It's like the fear of, same, you know, having had some health issues, like fear of death, basically. Surrender is, it's like,
Yeah,
you know, what I want and
yeah,
biggest fear of all of it is
yeah,
not the death, but the surrender.
yeah. I
You
mean, if
know,
surrender comes from that, you know,
yeah,
it freaks out, of course, because that's not surrender.
no,
No, it's nothing. Surrender we can't do, isn't it? Surrender is not something we can do. It's
yeah,
more, wow, they're just, it's leaning back into itself, or however you want to speak.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah. That's true. The moments I've had of that, that's yeah,
Oh,
that's true.
and it's just here-ness.
Yeah,
Mm. Like right now.
the here-ness, but the nervous system still,
Yeah, but nervous
still,
system is doing always its thing.
yeah,
Nervous system will also never be under control.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know anybody whose nervous system is under control. It does what it does, but then there is, you know, more and more in our experience. It's just seeing it. Like, okay, phew, there we go. And still here, always here. Can't get away. Where would we go? Where could we go? Oh, that's so beautiful. I just remember Ramana's story, you know, when he was on his deathbed and people were crying and, you know, and oh, you're leaving. And he would say, you know, people are saying, I'm leaving, but where can I go?
Mm,
Where
yeah,
can I go?
yeah. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
Mwah.
So just Meike, Esther would like to go now, if
I
possible.
did hear a sound. But...
Esther would like to go now, but I will just.
Hey, Meike.
Hi, Esther.
Eva, do you want to speak?
Ava's trying to say something, but we can't hear her. Can you hear us, Ava? I think it's all good.
Yeah, she was saying that I raised my hand and after me someone else. And so, yeah.
She was saying she
All
had
good.
to go.
Hi,
She was
Mike.
saying she had to go.
Say again.
Do you hear me?
Everything okay? Everything, yes, I can hear you, Esther. Is
Okay.
everything, yeah, okay, everything okay. Good. Hi.
Hi. Yeah, I just want to sit with you and explore some things. I feel, yeah, that's just that thing, a repeating thing in my life what's triggering me so much. And
Right
and
now?
I also see that I see it's touching on a deeper layer in my system. What has so many ideas around it, about the movements or the energy. And yeah, I would love to rest with you with this thought. Those are really noisy in the morning at 6 o'clock, and I sleep at 3 in the night, and then I wake up. I think that maybe I have to say something about it, but it scares me, putting their needs above mine. I mean, I need my sleep, so. But this is really that repeating issue in my life, the setting boundary, and I can feel that it's touching me. That's what his ideas about it's so not okay to be open, so that their trembling isn't so. Okay, that's the story.
I understand.
And I just can't get the old pictures out of my head.
Yeah. Oh, I would love to have you in my arms right now. I understand, Esther. Yeah. Thanks for showing yourself so vulnerable.
There's so much ideas or pressure about changing the movements and the flow, and
Mm. Mm.
That it has to be different than it is. And
Yeah. Yeah.
and then I feel that you are present with me and the group also, and then it scares me like this, you know.
Yeah.
But it's
I so understand.
such an opposite movement.
Yeah. Yeah. And I love how clearly you report. And you're staying. And you're staying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brave heart.
I feel the fight and the flight, and you know,
Yeah.
I don't want to fight with you or with myself even.
Mm.
But it's, you know, it's that
Mm.
the place or movement that's, you know, even far before someone is close to it, then I'm so used to smash everyone away, you know.
But right now you're not smashing anybody here. Tell you, I'm so here. And I feel our friends too. We're so here. You're not smashing anybody right now. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's actually the opposite, Esther. I feel like you're inviting me to come closer and closer and closer.
Yeah, well, maybe that is new and that feels confusing, and
Yeah, that is so beautiful. It's so beautiful how you invite me. Your whole language has changed. Your presence has changed. It's I don't know if you notice it yourself.
no.
You don't, then that's why I have to tell you. It's
Yeah, I
absolutely,
like to feedback because
yes.
I don't see
It's
that.
a huge shift in your system.
Since when? Since
Very, very strongly, maybe half a year.
okay.
Yeah.
For me, it feels in my
Very, very
time at
strong.
home that it's, you know, I'm falling back in very old patterns, and
Could be. I'm just, I can only speak about,
yeah.
when we meet and how we meet.
Mm.
And even your language has totally changed. When you write to me, for example, it's like sometimes I think it's a different person.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's loving. It's loving how it comes. Even that you share tears here with us, the way you do. You're present, it's a big shift. It's beautiful. It's very, very beautiful. I don't feel pushed away. I don't feel attacked or anything. I feel you very, very honest and inviting to be with you. With all that stuff that's going on. And I love, even, all those words that came out of me, how your system were taking them in. It's beautiful. Still, can you hear?
I hear you, and now I start to feel that kind of very small trembling, and that's such a judgment on it.
Mm-hmm. Let's be with that tremble. It's so beautiful.
Actually, my whole body wants to tremble.
Mine too. I feel it especially in my arm.
It's to control it.
Yeah, let it. Whatever it wants to do, controlling, not controlling, is fine. We are here. Huh.
It feels so new. I mean,
Not being alone with that kind of stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I tell you, from here, where I'm sitting, it's such a privilege to be here. That's all I long, that's all I want. Because that's the togetherness, that's the sense of connection. That's, it doesn't matter what comes then. It doesn't matter. And there's that sense of togetherness. It really doesn't matter what comes. We'll jump off the cliff together. We'll run through the fire together. Freaks out when it gets that sense of being alone. Oh, that's the worst thing that can ever happen to these systems, at least in my experience.
Mm-hmm.
And survives it too, has done that now since centuries. It survives on its own. But man, it's not so much fun. It's much more fun to be together. Really together. Really showing up for itself.
My system is hearing you and feeling you. Yeah, it's so new. I mean, it's so used to something else, and it's just thinking,
Yeah. It looks very alive.
I don't know what happened. Yeah, it's just new information.
It's just new information, yeah. Yeah.
And the old pattern is that I have to do something with it.
Yeah, the good news is you don't have to.
It doesn't have to be in a special way. It can move in another way again, and that's not bad. Or and it's still just movements,
Just movements,
not what I am.
not what you are. And it's all included.
Yeah.
No leaning into any preference.
Unit. And then I have moments that I can say, okay, thank you for those new neighbors. This challenge.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's still that idea that's judgment about it, that it's very bad.
And you see it. And look, when you say it, you know, you start laughing.
Because I see you now, and you don't give an impression of that I'm very bad now, or
Okay.
and that you enjoy, and that's
Yeah, I enjoy you very much.
it's, it's, it's just so new.
Yeah, just enjoy the newness of this, of not being alone.
And when I look to the others, then I feel some fear is coming in, like, ooh.
Oh. Ooh, and even that is laughed about. You share?
I'm a little bit stupid about that. I mean, everyone's sitting so
and
gently.
even that, you see, you report, body is doing its thing. Yeah. Can't help it. It's seen and next. It's so amazing that it's such a strong idea in most of us that it could be a certain way, huh? That it could be different than it is.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. And you know, the joke is we can't even really say how it is.
Sorry?
We can't even say how it really is because it's changing all the time, isn't it?
The moment you say how it is, then it's already.
Yeah, you start laughing and it's already gone.
And then the idea, I mean, it's longing to come on, so to say, own legs, so to speak. But that's different than on your own. Yeah. To be on your own, to disconnect with others.
I didn't get that.
No, I mean, the longing is that my system wants to rest on its own in this.
Ah.
But that doesn't mean that you then disconnect from someone.
Exactly. Oh, beautiful. Exactly.
That's an old message I got in history. On your own legs means no connection anymore.
And it's actually the opposite. On your own actually means connected.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that.
I know you know.
Yeah, and maybe I want to give space to someone else. Thank you.
Thank you.
Another step in whatever.
Yeah. There you
are. Oh, hello, Meike.
Hi, Paul.
It's so sweet to see you. Wow.
Likewise, so sweet to see you.
Yeah. Wow, it's so beautiful to be with you and with everyone else here. I'm enjoying it so much.
Yeah.
And you know what, Meike? It touches me deeply when you spoke about Hannelore. Thank you for mentioning her. So I think I've spent, I don't know how many retreats with her.
Yes.
7, 8, 9. Okay, I don't have the count of it anymore.
Yeah.
And I feel so much like she and I, together, we planted our feet on earth.
Oh.
very
Oh,
touches
oh.
me. Oh God. I mean, we really planted our feet on earth. We grounded together. And well, what a sensation. And it's so sweet to feel her right now. Just incredibly sweet.
It's incredibly sweet, yeah. From the beginning,
Yeah.
she is so at peace.
Yes, yes, indeed she is. I only feel pure light,
Yeah.
and pure sweetness with her.
And
Yeah.
taking the time to do a nice
Yeah. And it's also the same with you, Meike. I feel I'm so much sinking into the earth with you. I feel the sweetness of the earth with you, and that's from the very moment we met. I felt that, and then it's wow, this beautiful grounding, and I also felt like when you're coming, you're at the retreats. It's all very fine to me. Things are changing. When you came to the retreats, there was a beautiful grounding going on, and I felt I knew your presence facilitated that, it just opened up the gates for this grounding and for this earth to come to all of us. And yeah, so thankful for that, Meike.
Oh, thank you, Paul. Thank you. This is really, it's touching me deeply, hearing you speak. You're such a beautiful man. So deep.
Thank you. Are incredibly beautiful,
I know. It's just one more beautiful than the other.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
It's
Yes. Wow.
But it's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel more and more this sweetness of the earth. As I'm sitting here, I feel it coming up through my feet, and it's just reaching out for everyone here, everybody on this earth. It's a psychic earth that's reaching out and for us and caressing us.
Yeah. It loves feeling itself, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
And it has been so suppressed in feeling anything. Oh man. And when it starts flowing, it's like, wow. Huh?
Oh, thank you for saying that. And I feel also, we as humankind, we're looking up towards the sky, where could we go? And I love that too. I mean, it's a frontier and all that, but it's like, it's so easy to forget this earth. This earth is it's just as psychic, it's just as spiritual, it's just as anything as that whole cosmos out there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So beautiful to honor the earth together.
Yeah. So precious, us showing up, huh? Us showing up, being here for this moment.
Yeah.
Showing up for each other.
Yes. Yes.
Not turning away. Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah. Yeah. Precisely.
Yeah.
Oh.
With everything, with every movement that's here.
Yeah.
And it is alive. It is full on.
I agree with you. It's teeming, it's teeming with life.
It's streaming. It's streaming, yes.
Yeah, it's dancing. And I just had a new artificial right knee, so I look forward to be dancing again on Earth. Yeah.
Oh, wow. It went well?
Yes, it went well. Thank you. It's and I'm training, and I can feel it's also I can feel the earth better now, not having so much pain in the leg.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's great.
I'm happy
Thank
to
you for
hear.
that. Yeah.
Oh, that's good news, Paul.
Thank you, Mike. And
Mm.
again, very sweet to see you. And I'll leave the space for others who would like to be here. So thank you.
Let's just be for a few more moments together, Paul. If you
Okay.
like to, I would love it.
It's such a pleasure.
Yeah.
Such a
Thank
pleasure.
you. Yeah. It's such a rare opportunity to be together with you.
It is, Meike. Same for me. Yeah. Excuse me. Can't help laughing. It's just...
No, I hope it's good. It's alive.
There's so much joy here, you know. It's
so much joy.
I can't keep it in the jar anymore.
Please don't ever stop.
Okay.
Enjoy.
Okay, let's let it out together then. Oh, thank you, Meike. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Until we meet again.
Gosh, it sounds like a beautiful old song. Thank you. Oh, I have to unmute myself now. Oh yeah, I found the button.
Good.
Meike, can I ask another question?
Of course,
Yeah.
Sylvie.
Is it possible to, the system is, there's a lot of peace, but there still are moments that my system doesn't want to be here. Is it possible that there's 100% being aware and wanting to be here and not wanting not to be here anymore? Is it possible, or will there always be a little bit in the system of it? Do you understand my question?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I totally understand your question. Yeah. So what is, that question, what is it based on? Or let's say that statement of not really wanting to be here, what is it based on?
Yes, I feel fear and a little bit resistance in my system.
Ah, wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah. So fear and resistance.
Yeah.
They go together, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's just, you feel it right now?
Mm-hmm.
Let's be with that together, if you don't mind.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. It's already different, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you describe what happens in the system when that fear comes up?
It feels like I want to push away and protect myself.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Push away and protect yourself. Yeah. So that's
underneath.
That's the physicality, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah. See, then it makes sense, huh? Then it would speak like, I don't want to be here, when it wants to push away. But it also knows on another level, where can it go? It knows that too, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But of course, if there's fear and contraction, it wants to get away from that.
Mm-hmm.
So does that translate then as I don't want to be here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Makes totally sense from that movement. So when there's fear in the system, it always wants to get away, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. If there's any anxiety, any freak out, any sense of, whoa, something is not right here, it wants to get away. So whenever that is activated, the system wants to get away. And whenever that comes into view, there's not much we can do. And we have no clue. Maybe that will be forever like that, but maybe not. But we don't know.
But is it possible to be completely empty of this fear of really wanting to be here on Earth?
That's a very, very good question, Sylvie. I don't know if there's anybody here that can answer that. I mean, I love that the story of Buddha, but even there you have no clue. When he sat under the Bodhi tree and, and he said, he put his hand down. He said, I am not moving, bring it on, bring it on. And all the armies were marching towards him. He said, I'm not moving, bring it on. I have no clue if he still had sensations of fear at the same time. You know, how can we ever say? What we can say maybe is that as long as these systems are wired in a certain way, you know, they have that survival mode, the older part of the brain is there, and when that is activated, it's on automatic. The whole system is on automatic. Only with grace, actually, when it sees all of that it might relax back into itself. But, you know, the automatic is so much stronger than the conscious mind. The conscious mind needs so much more energy. So if the older part of the brain is activated, I mean, I heard once somebody say it was, and I loved it, a physicist actually, and he said, you know, if you want to fight that unconscious mind with the conscious mind, it's like going with a water pistol against a tsunami.
Yeah.
And you know, it's like that. If it's activated, but I mean, you see, and I see that in all of our Sangha, we see more and more clearly, oh wow, system goes into that automatic and it still does its thing, but at least we can see it. That's huge. That is huge. And we get feedback through each other in connection, when we come into connection, that we can speak to each other like this. You know, that we can, yes, it makes sense. You know, if something is going on in me and I can ask you when your system is in peace, then you can tell me, and the other way around. Yeah. If we're both in, our systems are both in survival mode, we will most likely go into a fight or scream at each other or run away from each other until peace comes in again. That's just how these systems are wired, as far as I can see. You know, and even people who have sat in caves forever by themselves and can meditate and can, I mean, whoa, in control of the system, like it's amazing. And then bring them into so-called normal life and the systems freak out.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, they say some people, some monks that have meditated forever and ever and ever, and then when they wake up into this life again, their mind starts exactly there where it had stopped when they start meditating, you know. So it's hard to say what is possible. I mean, I can say from my own experience, you know, walking with this body here for 60 years now, I can say it's amazing what it can learn. Mm-hmm. Wow, from being, you know, a frozen, freaked out system, it's like, wow, what it can see, you know, it can show up like it does now. But that is a never-ending thing. I can see that too.
Yeah.
It's never ending. It's like even from a week before, I was like, wow, what it has learned in this 1 week, how it can show up for itself. So I don't know if that answers your question, but it's hard to make statements like, you know, you can't make statements. It moves all too fast and too radically. Can't make statements.
No.
Don't want to make statements. I just know when there is what you also just described, when there is fear, the system wants to get away.
Yeah.
As quick as possible, because it really dislikes fear. Especially when there is no reason for the fear. You know, when there's something going on, you know, whatever comes your way and you just look and you get out of the way, that's a different story.
Yes.
But that kind of fear or anxiety, just that comes so out of the blue without any reason.
Mm-hmm.
That's terrible, isn't it? When it finds itself alone. The moment it comes into community again, it relaxes.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. Thanks for asking that. Inspiring. It's very inspiring. How is it now in your system?
Yeah, it feels good now. Yeah.
Yeah. See,
It really shifted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, it's reaching out now. It's reaching out when something is going on. I mean, it comes with a question.
Yeah.
But yeah, it meets itself in a different way. And then there's peace.
Yeah.
And a bit of shivering, huh? It's
Yeah.
like going on. Yeah, that's the release. We know that. And we both feel it. It's like yeah. But we feel it because we're together. Exquisite.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Meike?
Yes, Arthur.
Could we have a moment?
Yes, we do. We started 15 minutes late, so we still have, if everybody's okay with that.
Yeah, I was wondering if there was still some time.
Yes, there's still some time.
Right.
It's beautiful, Arthur. So beautiful. So beautiful. Mm. Mm. You're so brave, Arthur. You're so beautifully brave. Oh,
It's yeah. In a way, it's just sensations.
yeah, yeah. Just
And
sensations.
and thoughts and emotions.
Yes, yeah. But
So
together, no big deal, huh?
it's possible, yeah.
Oh, you just showed it how it was possible.
Yeah. Well, to be with it, yeah.
Yeah.
It's still somehow I knew there's still, well, there was still some residues of what this week in my system. So
oh, there. Starts breathing.
still there, yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. That's all I know. It's okay. Especially when we are together.
Yeah, then it's when I'm alone, it's now it comes, huh? And sometimes when I'm alone, it doesn't show up.
No. No, it likes company.
Yeah, it looks like that. Yeah. And it doesn't even plays or so. Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just in the form of thoughts.
Yeah.
But no emotions, no sensations.
No. Yeah. It has a life on its own.
Yeah. At the moment, it's, I don't know, well, you said it before, in the belly. It's a kind of strange, I don't know, it's new or different movements going on in the belly.
Yeah. It's coming alive, Arthur. It's coming alive. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bit, yeah, shaking, shivery, yeah.
And I know, you know, that's just release. Something is
It's
releasing itself. Yeah.
and frozen.
Coming out of the frozenness. It's coming out of the freeze. Yeah. Yeah. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful.
Yeah, it's a good, yeah. Well, good things are happening.
It makes my system so happy. I can't tell you. There's so much joy watching and feeling. It's unbelievable. It wants just to sing and dance over here.
Nice to hear.
Oh, can you feel that joy? There's that little bit of joy there.
But I see the joy over there.
Ah! But where do you feel it?
Where do I feel it? Maybe in my eyes or so.
Ah, in your eyes. Yeah. But it's showing all over your face.
Okay. Happy to hear.
Mm. Mm.
Well, it's working, so I'm fine. So if anyone else wants,
Oh, wonderful. Mm.
this will take some moving and walking, and probably. Thank you, Meike.
Thank you, Arthur. Thank you. Mm. Has been an absolute pleasure being with you all again, and that I had a chance to nearly talk with all of you, directly and indirectly for sure. Yeah. Love and peace. You can unmute yourself if you want to, all of you, and then you can just blubber a little bit and say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Mwah.
Goodbye.
Oh.
Till next time.
Till next time. Yes.
Yeah, lovely that I have seen you.
Oh,
All of you.
all of you, yes. Mm.
Yeah.
Ciao.
Bye.
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 Nice Sunday.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Upright? I guess it's upright.
Wait a second. Well, you can just go up here to the top and exhale.
Exhale. That's right.
And you can do like meeting.